Just so we are all clear, things are going to continue to get worse before they continue to get better. And with what we just saw, Shibuya now has a giant hole in it. Alright, guys, Brent here back for Geek. We cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, and more. This time, we're talking about JuJutsu Kaisen Season 2, Episode 17, Thunderclap. Part 2, and now we've seen what this truly marvelous Thunderclap is. This Thunderclap is the culmination or the amalgamation of everything that Sukuna is. Evil down to his very core. He sliced, diced, destroyed, dissected, and just obliterated probably, at least a quarter of the population of Tokyo. Like that. The dude cares not for how any human life is affected. He even killed the last guy just because he could. That's just how Sukuna is. He does not get along well with others, other than the person who he's currently scheming with that you saw bowing down to him at that moment in time. Which, truth be told, sounds like Sukuna has been planning this for a long while. And what I talked about a couple episodes ago, about Season 1, Episode 5, Sukuna had that interaction with Fushiguro as soon as he saw the sacred treasures, 10 rings, he was like, that's not bad. May need to get me one of those. And now that he has gone on to battle this great and fearsome foe, and not only annihilate it, but annihilate it in such a manner that he received 0 damage to himself, his body, his soul, anything. Now we have clearly defined who is truly one of the strongest of the strongest. The last time this potential individual was released, it resulted in the death of a 6-eyes limitless technique user and the head of the Zenin clan. Just so we're clear, basically, Fushiguro at his absolute peak and Gojo at his absolute peak, both simultaneously killed in one fight. Now we have Sukuna, who showed up, obliterated this thing, and then still had the wherewithal while he had time active to go ahead, grab Megami, move him where the principal could see him, and then go ahead and plop down right where he needed to and let Yuji become aware of all the memories and everything that has just transpired on his end. We now are super familiar with Sukuna's level of just destroying Yuji. Yuji had only minutes to figure out what had happened, absorb all the information for the lives he just murdered, and now because of his complete and utter failure to keep Sukuna in, not from any fault of his own, but because he was force-fed these fingers at a rapid rate in which the human body just couldn't continue to keep up with or keep speeds on going to where it's just even humanly possible. Well, now he's been branded a murderer, and any protection that the school may have offered him is likely completely out the window. Gojo was the one that was keeping him alive. Gojo is sealed. He had a decent relationship with the principal, but as far as having a decent relationship with the principal and then actually having a relationship to the point where he's going to go out of his way to defend you to the point that makes sure you don't die, even though you just murdered a quarter of the population of Tokyo and he just literally saw you take Megami back to his feet. Yeah, things are still going to continue to get worse because, hey, we all thought Nanami was dead. Nanami is not dead so much, but he's still running around in that subway station. And if we're being completely honest here, he's not alone, nor will he be. The things going on in the Shibuya arc are going to continue to get darker and darker. And this is why it is one of JuJutsu Kaisen and Gigi Akutami's greatest arc for all of this show. And Mappa, hats off to you. You've done a phenomenal job. We've done a phenomenal job recapping this episode. Be sure to hit that lovely red subscribe button where we cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, video games, and more. This time, JuJutsu Kaisen Season 2, 17, Thunderclap, Part 2. And you'll see my boy Will later for Invincible, Episode 3. See you guys later tonight.